was surprised to find out that the average North American family goes through 5 to 7 different sets of cookware in a lifetime. Most people at any given time have many different kinds of cookware on the go. They don't look alike, they don't cook alike, they don't last the same length of time. What we have here is a complete 22-piece set of Nutristal cookware. And what I'm going to do is take some time here to show you how the pieces work together. First of all, we have these utility bowls. There's 2 different sizes of them, and they come with a plastic lid so that you can actually store food in the refrigerator. Now, one of the benefits is that it's made out of surgical steel so that the food will never react with your bowl. The bowls also work as a dome lid. So one of the things that you can do is cook like a larger volume of food, let's say a standing rib roast or something like that. Now, one of the drawbacks is that the lids don't have a knob on the top, so the company invented a heat-resistant suction knob so it allows you to remove the lid without burning your fingers or having to use oven mitts. Now, the bowls also work as a double boiler. So if you like to melt chocolate or heat milk, you can do that in there quite efficiently. The lids also work with the utility bowls, so when you're taking food out of the fridge, you can actually reheat it right back in the same unit that you stored it in. Stack cooking is a real benefit using this cookware. Using the large and the small utility bowl at the same time, you can actually stack cook. If you ever wish you had an extra burner on the stove, rather than turning food down to low, you can actually turn the burners off and stack the food up. That way, you're efficiently using one burner to cook with 3 different vessels. Another feature that we have is the utility rack. And the utility rack sits inside the 8-quart. Now, we could be cooking a roast beef and vegetables in the bottom and bake a cake right on top of the roast with a small utility bowl, and then use the large utility bowl to cover it to create an oven effect right inside. So we have roast beef, vegetables, and cake for dessert all in one unit. So that's the efficient use with these utility bowls. Now, the utility rack has another feature. It comes in 2 parts so that it can be used in 2 different sizes of cookware. You can see that rather than just drilling holes, we actually created a grater system so that you can grate cheese or carrots on top of a salad, or cheese right on top of some broccoli or cauliflower that you've just cooked. And the adapter ring can be used in the skillet. The skillet now can be used for frying some bacon or frying some breakfast sausages. Take the cover off of the 4-quart, and now you've limited the spattering. The air can pass through the holes around the utility ring and get your bacon or your sausages nice and crisp, but keep the spattering down to a minimum on top of your stove. So it really virtually eliminates the mess. We also have a colander insert, which got nicknamed the degreaser. Colander insert works over here with the 4-quart roaster. What you can do is put some water in the bottom, about 1 inch or 2, preheat it on medium-high, put the colander inside. Now you can take frozen breakfast sausages or hamburger meat and defrost, cook, and take the fat and grease out of the sausages or hamburger meat. Now let's just say you've cooked some hamburger meat in here. We can use the lid as a trivet, set the hamburger meat off on the side, and you've got the greasy water. Dump out the greasy water. The base is still charged up with heat energy, so now we can dump our hamburger meat for browning back into the saucepan, and then you can add your sauce, like your spaghetti, to make a spaghetti sauce or lasagna. Also, we've got this utility basket that works over here with the 8-quart. It's great for cooking clams, mussels, scallops, or if you want to deep fry, for draining, it just hangs right on the side of the 8-quart. Works wonderful for that. Now, a hot lid, I love this feature. If you're always, anytime you're looking for a place to put a hot lid, they all hang in the short handles. Now, for serving, if you take a hot lid and set it on the counter, it's balanced so it'll never burn or scorch your countertop. but the skillet will actually sit right in the lid. So you can serve right out of your cookware. That does two things. First of all, it protects your table. Second of all, it re-insulates that base to keep your food hot much longer.